It seems only apropos to start out this podcast that I think of, or should I say, I remember the Alamo.
You remember the Alamo or the Alamos?
Oh, Alamos.
There's no basement in the Alamo.
I need to go to the basement.
There's no basement in the Alamo.
Poor Pee-wee. On so many levels, that's a
Yeah.
good statement of poor Pee-wee.
Yeah.
To some
Not only
extent.
his screen persona, but and Paul Rubens himself.
Paul Rubens himself. Well, we'll actually, wow, that even ties back into a previous podcast. Speaking of Rubens.
Rubens, yes. we have drank a Reuben lately. But we're moving on.
Yeah, we're moving on to a wine?
A wine?
Oh, crazy talk.
Right, that's right. We're about beverages. What are you talking about? There's no wine on our podcast.
There's no wine in baseball.
But there is.
But there is wine on this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage we're about today is from Alamos Winery, and it is their Torrontes 2010. It is a white wine, which is especially nice, we hope, on a day like today where the temperatures are soaring already.
It's getting warm again. It was so nice. We had that
it
here in
snowed
Tucson,
on
Arizona.
Monday.
Yeah, had some hail, had
4
some
days
cold
ago.
weather. That was really nice. But yeah, if whatever it needs to get some white wine going, it's always a good thing.
That's all behind us now.
Yeah.
Now we're into the hot weather. So.
All right,
But,
so is this now you got this from Trader Joe's,
I
but is
did.
it an exclusive to there, or
It
is
is
it just
not
one they carry?
No, it's just one we
Oh, okay.
recently have gotten in, and actually, this will be old by that time, so I won't even say it. It is one we have recently gotten in, and the Malbec from them I've heard is wonderful, and I have not tried that, but I know it's a favorite of a lot of our customers and some of my coworkers as well. But as we always do, full disclosure, I've had a small taste of this wine.
A small taste?
A small taste.
A smidge?
I have not been able to enjoy it out of a glass. It was out of a plastic specimen cup.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's what they sort of look like.
So you
They're a
hope
little
it was
smaller
the
than
wine,
that.
is what you're
Yeah, I
saying.
think it was the wine. If it wasn't, then I have to find out who that was. Because I think I liked it.
I think I liked it.
What
What
did
are you
they
so
eat?
afraid of?
What did they eat that day? Or the day before. Anyway.
Or the day before.
So, yeah.
So now they do actually tastings down at Trader Joe's, right, of wine, which is something
Trader
I
Joe's does,
just
yes.
learned recently, even though you've worked there for so long, that's something that they actually do. And
Yeah, we've had the license now for a couple of years, I think, going on 3 years, to actually pour wine samples, beer samples, whatever. You can all of the Trader Joe's around Tucson do that, and I think in Phoenix and I know in California they'd had tastings for a while. So, but this is something relatively new to our area. But yeah, you can go down to any of them and see what they're pouring on that particular day.
Okay, so it doesn't necessarily mean you can walk in and say, like, that wine looks interesting. Could you please pour me a cup of that?
We do not do that.
No, you do that with other things, though. I've seen actually people ask to taste something in aisle, like snacks and stuff.
Trader Joe's does that. Yes,
that's strange
Yes,
and kind of
they
yet
do.
very cool at the same time.
Absolutely.
So,
no, of course.
you can't beat that.
Most of the time, those customers walk out buying that item. So
that's
not
true.
every time, but most of the time.
Yes. Do you have a little spittoon? Like, oh, I don't want to finish this.
Why did I have to have that in my mouth?
Yeah.
No.
So 13.5% alcohol on this.
Yeah. And this was $8.99 at our store. Yeah, screw cap. This is the 2010. You were just at their website a couple minutes ago, and they had a picture of the 2011, but this is the 2010. So.
And I talked over you. How much was this one again? Sorry about that.
$8.99 at our store.
Okay.
You might be able to find it for a little bit less or a little bit more. Other places, who knows? But.
So now, Torrontes, is that style of grape?
That is a grape varietal.
Region?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a
Yep.
grape varietal.
Yep.
Okay.
We had a Torrontes wine at the store a few years back, and I think it was mixed with Chard. I think it was a 50-50 blend, but it was from Argentina as well, just like this. This is Alamos is from Argentina.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Yeah, exactly.
The truth is I never left you.
Color-wise, we're looking pale straw yellow.
Yeah.
Kind of break that one out, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's about it. Yeah.
Probably can even barely see it against our background. How pale this is, but it's
Unless you
pale
put
straw.
a black screen right here.
Yeah,
You
I
can
could
see.
just so you
or a
can
white screen, I
you
guess.
could just
white sheet.
definitely.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a great aroma.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not
like
quite able to.
It's very green apple, like Granny Smith green apple, because there's a tart kind of at the back, like almost like a. It's not gonna. I know sometimes it doesn't initially sound good, but there's like a little bit of vinegar, like in that tart that kind of. Finishes off at the back of the nose.
Right.
That's really nice.
There's a little bit of almost like that, not muscat quite, but that like that wet leaf sort of.
Okay.
A little bit of that.
Yeah.
Not too heavy, but that sort of a sweetness almost.
Yeah, there is a real nice sweetness in there too. A little bit of lime at the back too, maybe.
Yeah,
some
could
other
be a
citrus
little bit
mixed
of
in there.
that.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's just a really nice balanced aroma.
All right. Capiensis.
Wow, nice. I would have to say almost everything that I got in the aroma carries through into the flavor. Although I get a little bit less of the sweet, like the balance kind of goes a little bit more toward the like kind of nice tart, refreshing kind of flavors. I get a little bit more of that lemon lime kind of something, citrus kind of zest in there,
like key lime, and I get a little pineapple actually in there.
Yeah,
a little bit, but it's not the main fruit, because sometimes when there's too much pineapple, I don't mind pineapple being a component of my wine, but if it's all that, sometimes that can be a little much. But so it just kind of heads a little more toward that, but it's still really refreshing. It's not a little bit dry at the very tip of my tongue, just a little bit. That's just really nice. That's really good. The reason I wanted us to try this first before doing the other things we're going to do today.
You thought it would get lost in flavor?
No, the bottle that we opened, and Eric was actually the one who mentioned it. It had a hoppy beer note to it, but that's not anywhere in there, I don't think. I mean, it was pretty easy to see it when you tried it. When you took that first sip,
so it was in the taste, not the aroma.
It was in the taste. You tasted it, and it was almost like it's weird because usually hops are at the back, but there was a note. Eric's like, that tastes like a beer, and it wasn't like you thought you were drinking a beer, but there were beer type notes in it.
Well, there's a lot of hops that are citrusy, grapefruity, that type of thing. So maybe,
but it was a little different. It was different than that. That's weird.
So it was not an herbal type thing. It was still maintaining what we're getting in here, but it just kind of hit.
And once again, it was more of a front of the mouth sensation, but there was something that made you think beer. And when Eric said it, I was like, and I tried it, and I was like, wait, he's right. And then like Drew walked in, a few people walked in and tried it, and they all kind of had that same impression. So, but I don't believe this. I would
not have picked up on that.
And I was hoping, and I thought if it's there, that's why I didn't say anything to you about it. But I also thought if it was beer-like, it would open the door to the next things we're going to try today. But
no, I'm not getting it. I'm just getting a really great, refreshing white wine, especially on a day like today when it's in the low 80s.
I do. Yeah,
that's really good. I highly recommend that. That's really tasty.
Actually like it probably more than had it had those. There's a little something at the back that can almost be, but it's not. That's not what we were.
Okay,
that's not what we were tasting. But I actually like it. I was wondering if in the glass that would play out bigger, or in this case, not at all, because I thought if it did play out too much like a beer, then why would I be drinking this wine?
So now it can make a difference what kind of vessel that you actually drink your wine. I mean, that can make a huge, I mean, people sometimes make fun of that that there's different types of wine glasses, but it's actually, I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
That can be. What kind of cups were you drinking? Like a little tiny
just our little
cup,
plastic
like
cups that we pour.
So do you think maybe there was a focus there that brought everything in, as opposed to?
I don't think
this
so.
It's slightly non-traditional white wine glass, but
yeah, I don't think so. I just don't think it's. I think it was something different with that bottle for some reason. So
that bottle's worth like $100.
Yes, it is. It's gone though. We had the one of a kind.
We had the one of a kind.
Yeah. No, this is definitely. But I really like it. There's almost a little refreshing snap at the end of this too, that with that lime, and that's why it makes me think of like a key lime pie, almost a creamy not vanilla, but there's something with that lime that just kind of, like I said,
I think that
it's very
sweetness is
refreshing.
just kind of what
Yeah.
fades into that. No, I agree. And I think you'll agree that another good place to go is go to the website at AboutBeverages.com and check out the tasting notes for this wine, along with where it hits on our recommendation scale. And while you're there, you can become a fan of us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter, and definitely be watching us on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, which is definitely helps us out. Getting some more viewership and more listeners is always
That's
a good
right.
thing. Makes
We
us
appreciate
makes
that.
us know through comments and other things that we're wanted.
Yes. Even just the few of you that are listening, we really do appreciate it.
We do appreciate it, yeah. And if there's other things, I know we don't do a lot of wines, but if there's ones out there, especially getting into summer, that have excited you, or ones that you always get every year because you love a certain crop or a certain, please let us know. We're more than happy to try those. Send us an email to aboutbeverages@q.com, or just put it in the comment section, either on YouTube or on the website. Either of those places, we will find them.
We'll find it. I've been passing out a few more business cards lately, so
Oh, nice.
maybe we're even. Actually, one of my coworkers said he listened to one of our podcasts. It wasn't one of our video podcasts, so he listened to that. Yeah. So the word hopefully is being spread, and in a good way, just for discussion and sharing. Just like we always say, we're here to share what we know, but we also want to learn from you as well. So that's why we're here.
But whether we like it or not,
You should give it a shot.